So we've seen multiple videos of admins on these community servers for Rust Console banning cheaters. And I've always thought I've had a pretty good eye for what's cheating and what's not. And of course I've got some wrong, some that's been bad and some that is very minuscule and they were just a really good player. And I finally got this chance to actually look at, from an admin's point of view, to banning cheaters. Obie, who is widely known within the Rust Console community and is the biggest YouTuber for Rust Console. Also, his newest banner was made by me. He was kind enough to let me admin alongside himself and the other people he's either played with or he trusts for his community server Obietopia. And let me tell you, the amount of mouse and keyboard players that try and get away and posing that they are legit on these servers is crazy. And especially when you call them out and say, are you cheating? Right away, they're promising on their mum's life, their dad's life, their cat's life, that they're legit or they aren't legit, and they promise to stop cheating to then play legit. I do not get how these people play, but I guess that's just how they play. Without further ado, I want to run some clips as a little highlight video for you to watch. But if you want to watch and then skip to the bit where I'm talking like this again, the timestamp should be here.
Alright, I haven't banned this dude yet because he hasn't actually got a gun, but there's like a 90% chance he's his name is Prime M2.
Prime M2.
If you just watch his movements, you'll be able to tell he's more Zimmy than controller.
Prime M2.
Kinda at the top of the list.
Oh yeah.
I think he just plays on the craziest jittery Zim sense.
Now let's briefly stop this investigation here. Basically, one thing to tell if someone is cheating or not is to look on their socials, whether that be YouTube, TikTok, or a game at DVR. It's very easy to tell when someone, especially his mouse and keyboard, not with the recoil control but with their movements. Prime M2 is one person we both looked at on TikTok and there was no real argument. He looked mouse and keyboard. And whilst we were spectating him, this is what he did.
Yeah. Crouch spamming. Oh, are you watching right now? Are you watching this? You see that shake? Oh, are you watching right now? Are you watching this? You see that shake?
I'm just looking back at it, you cannot shake like that on a controller whilst moving. You have to get your controller at a side-on view with your open palm hand and then just span doing it. You can't move and do that.
Gang.
Yo, what's good? Yo, do that Zim shake again?
I'm not Zim.
No, do the shake again.
Yes, I'm not Zim.
Okay, do that shake again you just did.
Did you get high qual?
Know what you're talking about. Yes, Brad just ran launch site.
Wait, Obie, I have a question, bro.
Why can't you do that shake again? What's the difference between if you could do that on controller? Why can't you do it again?
I'm not Zim.
So just do that shake again that you just did.
You want me to go recycle? What shake, Brad? I don't know what you're on about.
You were just doing that little shimmy, passing in launch.
When you were
okay, sure.
When you were jumping over to triple, you were stuttering, looking up and down, side to side, whilst jumping towards triple.
So, I'm not Zim. I don't know what to tell you, man. I have zero dead zone.
I didn't say you were.
Yeah,
I could make it look like I'm not Zim.
You're right, so just make it look like it again. That's all I'm asking.
Like this? Yes.
Yeah, do it again. I wasn't looking. Nah, you weren't doing it like that.
What?
How do you want me to do it, Brad?
What are your settings?
You're doing it quick.
What are your settings? Now, if you heard closely, that sounded like a controller joystick in the background. So the guy was doing this. For anyone that isn't aware, Zim basically plugs into the controller and acts as if it's the controller to then bypass being able to be detected and banned by Microsoft or any game developer, which, Zen does the same. Which means that the Xbox controller is plugged in so that you cannot be able to detect the mouse and keyboard, so it would just be this is the Xbox One controller or PlayStation 5 controller, whatever console you're playing on. So you're able to then just hop on your controller and do that kind of thing. Or another thing people are notorious for doing is doing 360s. You can't 360 on mouse and keyboard, so one way to tell is if they're able to do a 360 or not. And this is easy. Put down your mouse and keyboard, get the controller, and do a 360. Easy as that. Another thing as well is that there's just no need for controller players to shake like this player did, because you'd have to be on incredibly high settings, and you'd either be running away from someone, not just, you know, running around then suddenly shaking, doing a launch run. Was this a dub ban or was it an L? Was this guy in fact legit? Oh my god.
Oh, I'm gonna fly over to launch. I know who that guy is. GigaChad.
GigaChad, yeah, the alt account.
Oh, he just fried another hazy. Ooh, yeah. You might get some reports after this fight.
Way too shaky. As a controller player, you don't have that time to shake around. You have no need to. Yep. Oh my god, yeah, there's a lot. What? Was that guy AFK?
Holy.
Wow. Stun him.
Wait for him to go back to his base and then invite him to the party. Actually, let me see if his teammates here too. 'Cause I wanna catch them both so we could blow up their base.
We always used to check if they ever played Siege. I know it's a really cruel way to go, but Siege is...
Yeah, true.
He's friends with Burlap Babe. I wonder if this is one of Evade. No, I'm not going to say it's Evade, but yes. This could actually... I mean, I'm guessing, but this could generally be... No, I don't know. So I vaguely remember running into a gamer tag or seeing one on TikTok called GigaChad GG. My gut told me it was Evade Tyser, who is part of a team called Evade, where the community kind of know they're mainly mouse and keyboard. And as well, I've played against Evade and I've never had my head taken off like I have playing against them. So I kind of know when I see them, yeah, that's similar to how we got killed. So I went looking and actually found on one of their teammates or ex-teammates TikToks them dropping a kit for a gamer tag called GigaChad GG. That's how I found out this was Tyser. To which me personally, this already made my mind up, and it was obviously down to Obie since it was his decision and his server.
Jim, pretty much gonna get banned. I'm at least invite him to the party, see if they admit it first. It's always like the final confirmation. Yeah, this new to Rust guy's hip firing too.
It's before they aim in, they always hit.
Oh!
There's no way you're winning that, mate.
Oh, AFK scripter in large barn.
Large barn? No, it's a main account.
There it is. Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, 22k gamer score. RIP. And
Why would you... So here we are spawning straight off the bat. As you could see, you know, we're at near Fishing Village. This is the admin sort of tools that you can have. I'm pretty sure you're allowed to show these because I've seen multiple people show them in live streams and videos. You also have the combat log as well that you can check if you're interested in that at all. But anyways, let's go to the admin tools. You have the inbox as to where people are saying this person's Zen, this person's teaming up or cheating for whatever reason. Here for the options, me and Obie were pretty surprised that you'd have helicopter. There's like 4 helicopter options to spawn either on you or on a player or on some random grid. Kind of weird that they've chosen that to be, you know, the primary calling cards of being in the options. You got a broadcast message, which I've not done, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, you just type something in there and it will broadcast the whole server. Admin control, so you have God mode, you have vanish, which is obviously invisible, and no clip mode, which I'm going to put on now. The server timer, it was on 15 yesterday, so someone's turned it on to 12. You got spectate, so you can spectate any given player. Open item list panel, so you got this, which has all been shown before on YouTube if you haven't seen already. Apple, I mean, they've literally got everything. Weapons, construction items, resources, attire, tools, medical stuff, food, ammunition, traps, miscellaneouses, component, electrical, everything on Rust Console is in this list that you can either choose to drop, give to the whole server, give to one player. Those are the options you have. Open command list panel, so you could have chat enabled, cargo ships, start regressing. Like, you can change a hell of a lot gameplay wise for your server. Unmute voice, heli call, call to me, clients, you have chat enabled, debug camera, server. You can do stuff for you and for the server itself. It's pretty wild. Open console log, not really sure what that means, but yeah, moving on. So when you turn vanish, no clip or god mode, you are now like 10 times faster. Let me just throw that away. And pressing A or going up on the joystick or the left stick even. If you just hold A on Xbox, you'll just go up. Hold B, you go down. And it's fairly fast. This is, you know, some people saying, is this how fast you could go when you're up in the air? But when you're low down, if we go low down real quick, that's how fast you're going. You're going fairly fast. You know, I don't know. I'm not sure how fast this would be in comparison to a mini or a scrap heli, but it is fast. You can go inside people's bases. For, you know, the contents of this video, I'm not going to go inside bases to show anyone TCs for you to raid. That's not going to be on my back. I'm not going to go to bed feeling bad that I got someone raided because of this. Not only that, but the cinematics you can get for videos is crazy now. Absolutely crazy. You can go inside buildings like this. It feels like I'm cheating on World at War Zombies, if that resonates with any of you out there, if you're that old. What you can do as well, which is cool, you can go over to stuff and just hold X. And, you know, I could go in there and look at the loot he's got and he wouldn't even know that there's someone there looking at the loot. Here we have Bandit. So obviously no one could see me at the moment. I'm invisible. And right now it's 85 pop, so you know it's still popping. This server is, most community servers to be honest, are popping day in day out until obviously they come to main branch. So let's look at spectating. So spectating is kind of an odd job on here. So you need, I would say, if you're on your own connection and own region, then you won't need an Ethernet cable. However, I'm pretty sure this is a US type server, so I'll need a Ethernet cable to get the best response, because as you see, it's laggy in the background. And you can't tell if someone's cheating if it's lagging. You can tell with the movement, if they move enough, but with the aim is a little botched, as in there is no up and down movement, especially with the AK. It just depends on how you're looking at how the holo moves side to side, or if there is any movement with the holo, because you're kind of done for trying to find Zen players. It's 10 times harder to find a Zen player than it is a Zim on this for sure. So obviously we're looking at RE, and if you look at the top left, you have switch player, hold, or stop spectating, zoom in, zoom out. So if I press RB, I'm now third person, and you can zoom out or you can zoom in. There's an easier way to look at players. You literally just go down on the connected list and you can just press A, let's say social MP5, spectate him, and here you are. He's got a bow and arrow, go into outpost. You can look at their invents as well. It's really bizarre. It feels almost illegal that you're allowed to do this. Look at people's invents and stuff like that, because you've never been able to do that before on Rust Console. But yeah, you're allowed to. And if you just hold B, you just get put back to a random space or random spawn point, and then you can just go back in the air. But yeah, that is pretty much what I believe I could probably show you at this current moment in time. That's pretty much everything there is to offer. There's nothing else I think that I'm missing. But yeah, it's a whole lot of fun, especially when I'm talking to the others, whether someone is teaming, someone is cheating. I haven't gotten to ban someone yet, because when I first joined as a mod or an admin for the server, I didn't want to go in and just be like, I know this person's cheating, I'm going to ban them. So I kind of leave that for the other mods to make their mind up. I just give them my piece, and then they obviously spawn a load of C4s to blow up their bases. That's one thing I do want to do, is blow up their bases. But you're going to see kind of how I work with cheating in the past clips. So that's kind of how I work. That's kind of how this whole thing works with the user interface, the menus, and flying around. It's really fun, but it does take a lot of work. So if you've got time to put into this to, you know, spot people that are ruining servers for others, then hey, it's for you. If you haven't, don't bother, because you know you need to have either a really good trusted team around you to do this kind of stuff, or you need to be on it literally 24/7. Anyways guys, thank you for watching, and thank you for 1,000 subscribers. I did make a community post on my channel thanking you for that and for the content that you want me to make. I'm going to be up in the stakes, up in the quality, all of that kind of stuff. And yeah, you can find my socials in the description as always. Subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see you in the next one.